After 14 months of owning this thing, would I jump back into my Delorean and go buy it again? Great Scott! Let's find out. It's 14 months since I brought this baby home, and I have some different opinions about it now that I've owned it for a while than maybe the first week that I owned it. And surprise, surprise, it's not a perfect car. So I'm going to break this video up into a couple different segments because there's things I want to go into that might take a little bit longer, and I don't want this to be like an epic long film of any sort. I'm going to go over now some positives and some negatives of this car, and we'll start with the positives. Exterior positives. All right, Honda's done a great job on this car, much more conservative than the FK8. Every panel is unique to this car except for the roof and the two front doors. Reminds me of the old BMW M3s. Loved those as a young kid. So again, the color and the amount of black and the red brakes and the badging is all tastefully done. It's all noticeable, but not in your face. It is a great looking car from most angles. And so I'm going to go with that, except for the side. We'll talk about negatives later. But great front headlamps. All Civics have these. There's nothing specific about it, but they are great at low beam and great at high beam. Maybe the best I've ever had. So also the wheel size. It's not 20s with the paper thin tires on it. It's 19s. And I like the looks of that as well. Even the matte black finish on the rims. Very, very, very good. The back looks great. I love the wide back end. The chrome 3-tipped exhausts, again, look very cool. So exterior wise, this is a good looking car, and Honda, I think, knocked it out of the park considering it's based on a Honda Civic. Exterior negatives. There are a few. They're not big deals, but they are negative. This back wing looks great except for the Pep Boys style holders on the sides there. I don't like that very much. Too much piano black. Very hard to keep clean and not scratchy. So that's not great there either. It is a long, large car. It is based on a Civic that now is as big as the old Accord. So when you see it from the side, I think it doesn't look that great. So that's its only kind of ugly look. And so the rest of it, I think, actually looks really, really quite good in that respects. The paint. Well, it's pretty, but it's hard and it gets rock chips pretty easily. And I should have PPF'd it. So those of you keyboard kings out there can stop typing already your responses to that. I had ceramic coating put on it because I didn't have a choice. So I didn't want to take that off, put the PPF on, then put ceramic. I was like, how much money do I want to spend on this car? So the paint doesn't match also on the door handles where there's some plastics. It's a bit more yellow. So I'm not a big fan of that. Also, the front fenders don't have rock guards in those flares, and so there could be rocks flying off your front tires onto the front doors. However, I did put in a 3DFX mud rock protectors, and I don't have any chips along the doors. Interior positives. Fantastic interior. Beautifully designed. The regular Civic is great. Regular Civic has also this honeycomb dash piece here where you can't see the vents. The Type R badge is cool right there. I love the fact that it has knobs for most of the controls. There's a problem with that. I'll get into it later. Sheesh, the steering wheel. It's the right size, the right thickness. Feels great in my hands. The gauges are clear. They're easy to see. And the changing of the drive modes is simply right here. You don't have to go into any kind of menu system. The menu system is pretty good. It's pretty responsive. It's okay. It's not fantastic. And there's some stuff buried that are a little bit hard to find, but most of the time it's pretty easy to use, and the Apple CarPlay has been working very, very well for me. The seats, holy Toledo. The seats are soft but supportive. Wow, I mean, I can't believe it. They're just that good. Apparently the best possibly in the business. I haven't sat in every seat. So, Type R badges. There's stuff like in the seats here, in behind the seats, there's a Type R piece there. I like that a lot too. Great red. I love the color of the red. The stitching is nice. The doors have soft pieces on the top here. I mean, what's to complain? It's all very, very good. The sound system, I'm not an audiophile, but I hear it sounds pretty good. I think it sounds great, but again, I'm the wrong guy to ask about that. So really, it's a great place to be. The view out the windows is perfect. It's not too small, it doesn't feel like you're in a fishbowl. It's not Pacer-esque. So fantastic. This shift knob. Today, yeah, very, very cold. It's only like 5 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know, over 32 in Fahrenheit. But that is a bit of a problem. Can be cold, can be hot, but I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. I did turn off the automatic charging unit on the phone system down here. At least it has a button. My Subaru does not. So that's another positive there. Like really, it's great. And the fact that I put in the black rug mats really changed the amount of red in here. So I'm happy that I bought those, though I wish they had designed them a little bit differently. So those are the positives. It's big. You can take people with you as well. The hatch is huge. Another positive is the Civic has the track apps and also able to see a lot of more details in terms of oil pressure and that kind of stuff on the screen. That's kind of nice to see that as well. Another positive is that there's no piano black around the shifter. It scratches too easily. Our EX Civic has little scratches and I'm pretty careful. So the fact that this is this, I don't know, silver pattern thing, I'm totally in with that. Great. Knock on plastic. I don't have any rattles yet. I've only got 2,000 kilometers on it, but my EX has a whole bunch of rattles in the A and B pillars and behind this display. There's a bunch of stuff going on with that car. This is quiet. And of course, it rides way more stiff, so I am flippin' happy about that because I hate weird noises. Well, when you aren't following your shot sheet, you miss some stuff. So I'm back in the car. Hopefully it looks almost the same. Continuity experts will notice that at least the hat's the same and the jacket. But here we go. 2 more positives that I want to add in here. The pedals. Love the fact that they've got the metal cladding pieces on them and rubber. They're very grippy, plus they look really, really cool. I like that quite a bit. Another positive. It's a small thing, but on all the Civics, when you have your wiper on interval, it has a certain speed, depending on how much you want it to go quickly or go slowly. What's really cool is that when you have it on a certain speed and you come to a stop sign or a stop light and you're stopped for a little bit, it actually slows down, which is great because when you're stopped, there's far less water getting on your windscreen. And so the fact that it slows down doesn't make that sound on dry glass. Interior negatives. They're not a lot, but there are some. The back seat is kind of my biggest beef. It's cheap. I mean, it's just black. It's the cheapest, lowest model seat. They could have done something back there with some red or something. I mean, I know there's cost-cutting measures and they can put it into the engineering, but charge me an extra 25 bucks, like seriously. That's kind of a big deal. Also, no USB ports or vents in the back here. Yeah, saves weight. How much weight? I don't know, it's 2 pounds. Like, that's not gonna make a difference. That feels a little cheap as well. 1 dome light for the whole car. You get in the back and it's like you have to feel your way in there at night. And the front's barely any better. Thankfully, it does have lower lights for the feet, but seriously, just one little light. There's nothing in the console here. Disappointing, Honda. Back to the climate control. All right, so yes, it has knobs, but it wants to hide what it's doing, especially in auto. It does not show you which mode it's in. So for example, this morning, I would definitely need to have defrost on. Well, in auto, I don't know if it's on there. It's a blank screen. So I have to go into the modes, have the modes pick up, go into manual mode. It's just a pain in the butt. Is my AC on, my AC off? I don't know until I push that button. So it would be nice to have seen those modes so I know what it's doing, even if it's automatic, so I know what I'm going to do. So that's a negative for sure on that. One tiny negative maybe on the seat is that in the lower part on my left hip, I am noticing a little bit of wear down here, and I get in very carefully So I'm maybe a little concerned about the longevity of the Alcantara. I've never owned Alcantara seats before, so guess we'll find out. I'll update you next year if that's getting any worse. Other negatives. Well, the back hatch I was forced to buy a protector cover, and so it looks pretty, it says Type R on it, but that one and the one in my Subaru, which is pretty new as well, are just like garbage compared to the old ones. I've had lots of trunk protectors, and usually they've been like kind of heavy. They kind of sit down and they weigh down, and these are this thin plastic, and you can bend it and it doesn't quite fit, and it can crease, and they're both like that. So maybe that's the way the industry is building them, just cheap and to a price, but I'm not happy with that either. From factory, there is just too much red in here, I think. I am happy that I put these black mats in. I think it balances out perfectly, but with the red mats I had originally, it seemed like I was just getting like, it was a bloodbath. Well, you're getting a dad joke whether you like it or not, and it's even a car one, so I've really worked hard at this one. So, you know, with all this new technology, it's just crazy how much stuff is in these new cars. For example, today when I put my car in reverse, I was forced to watch a movie of a guy getting run over. And lastly, electronic emergency brake. I should maybe come into the driving section, but you know what? It's right here. I hate this thing. I seriously hate this thing. It's awful. It's slow. You park it and you gotta pull it up and you gotta push it forward. I know if you put your seatbelt on and you accelerate away, it'll come off automatically, but it just takes time. I just wanna go or getting up on the ramps. When I did my oil change, trying to feather the gas and the clutch to get up the ramps and just over the top, and you don't have, you know, you've got to let her off fast before she hits the bump stops. That was really tension filled for me. I was going crap, crap, crap. And then, I mean, I had to try it like 3 times. I would always use the emergency brake basically to get my gas and the clutch, and I would, you know, brake it as I got near the top to get less power, so I could keep at least 2 variables the same, and this would be my 3rd variable. And now it's literally gas, clutch, get over enough to brakes. Thus ends the gripping saga of part 1 of Would I Buy It Again? So part 2, we'll drive it, check out the mechanicals and reliability. We'll catch you on the next one.